It started on a quiet Tuesday night. Around 11 p.m., I was just winding down in a Miep City apartment server, a place I always found weirdly relaxing for its mundane chaos. My avatar was idling by the virtual fireplace, and I was mostly ill-tabbed, listening to the game's ambient chatter of default dance sounds and text chat popping off. The S when I first noticed the username in the player list, 123,456,789. No avatar picture, just a blank gray silhouette. I thought it was a glitch, or maybe someone with a broken asset pack, and I didn't think much of it until I saw them in the room. Their character model was wrong. It wasn't just a default noob, it was a complete absence. Where a Robloxian should have been was a human-shaped void, a patch of distorted, pixelated gray static that seemed to absorb the light around it. It stood perfectly still in the corner of the apartment, facing the wall. I moved my avatar closer, curious. The player list showed they were typing, but no message ever appeared in the public chat. A small, irrational chill went down my spine. Instantly, the figure rotated to face me, its movement a sudden digital jerk. No face, no features, just that unsettling, shimmering static. I decided to leave. I clicked to another popular obby server, shaking off the weird vibe. For 20 minutes I lost myself in the platforming, the earlier encounter fading. Then I checked the player list. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 was there, 7 slots down. My blood ran cold. In a server of 50 people, what were the odds? I told myself it was a common bot name, a coincidence. I finished the obby, and on a whim, I teleported to a nearly empty Welcome to Bloxburg server, a quiet suburban map. I was alone on a street corner. For a full minute, it was just me and the chirping Bloxburg crickets. Then, a spawn flash erupted 10 feet away. The static figure materialized, standing under a street lamp, perfectly still, and facing me. This wasn't coincidence. Panic, hot and sharp, set in. I closed Roblox entirely, shut down my computer, and decided to go to bed. It was just a game after all. That logic held until around 2 a.m. My Discord pinged. It was a direct message from a user with no avatar and the tag hash 0000. The message contained only a screenshot. It was a picture of my own Roblox avatar, taken from a third-person perspective earlier that night in the Miep City apartment. The angle was from the exact corner where the static figure had been standing. My dog, sleeping on my bed, suddenly lifted her head and let out a low growl at the closed bedroom door. I didn't sleep. The next morning, every logical part of me argued it was an elaborate troll, a friend, pulling a mean prank. But my close friends swore they hadn't. I changed my Roblox password, enabled every privacy setting, and avoided the game for a week. Last night, I cautiously logged back into a building game. My private plot was supposed to be empty. In the center of the flat, grassy plain I'd left, someone had used the basic brick tools to construct a single, crude, windowless room. Inside, placed with meticulous precision, was a furniture set identical to the one in my old Miep City apartment. The fireplace was even lit. I haven't touched the game since. The rational explanations are still there. A hacker, a bizarre bug, a stalker who's too good at social engineering. But what gets me, what keeps me up now, isn't the pixelated horror. It's the mundane, patient dedication of it. Someone is spending an unimaginable amount of time and focus solely on me, learning my habits, replicating my spaces just to silently say, I am here. The game is closed, but the feeling isn't. The unease has bled out of the screen. Now every quiet hour feels like that empty Bloxburg street, and I'm just waiting for the spawn flash. It all began on a quiet Tuesday night around 11. I was in my bedroom, the only light coming from my monitor, just grinding through an obby on Roblox. You know how it is. My parents were asleep. The server was a mix of chaos, kids screaming, flashy avatars exploding everywhere, but I was in the zone, just trying to beat my personal best. That's when the friend request popped up. The username was just a jumble of letters and numbers. Something like X713B_98K. I get random requests all the time, so I didn't think twice. I clicked accept and jumped right back into the game. Less than a minute later, a chat window from my new friend appeared. There was no hi or GG. The first message read, "You jumped too early before the third spinning cylinder. Makes you lose half a second." My blood ran cold. That was an incredibly specific critique of the exact obstacle I'd been failing at for the last 20 minutes. I typed back, "Who is this?" The response was instant. "Just a fan. Like watching you play." The way they wrote felt off. It was too formal, with perfect punctuation, not like any kid I'd ever met on Roblox. I decided to leave the obby. I joined a private server in a role-playing game, thinking I could just build in peace.
Right.
But the moment my avatar loaded into the empty world, another message appeared. "This place is better. Less noise. I can watch clearer." I froze. My private server wasn't listed on my profile. I'd only ever shared the link with 2 of my real-life friends. I quickly pulled up the player list. It was empty, except for my own username. I typed, "How are you here if you're not on the list?" The reply was chillingly simple. "I'm good at hiding." Then, they described the neon green shirt and black jeans my avatar was wearing. An outfit I had just customized 30 seconds before, right after leaving the last game. My heart was pounding. I closed Roblox completely, shutting my laptop with a soft click. The room suddenly felt way too dark and quiet. I took a few deep breaths, trying to convince myself it was just some sophisticated troll, someone who'd found a weird server exploit. I reopened my laptop, but I didn't launch any games. I just stared at the Roblox home screen. A new message notification blinked. It was them. They sent a link to a YouTube video. It was my own channel, a barely viewed video from 2 weeks ago where I streamed myself building. The message below the link said, "You talk to yourself when you concentrate. You said pineapple pizza isn't that bad at the 1 hour, 7 minutes, and 43 seconds mark. You're wrong." An icy dread filled my stomach. This wasn't just about the game anymore. They had been in my streams, sure, but the timing of that first message, they had to have been watching me live in real time, not just some old recording. The stream they mentioned had 0 viewers. The only way they could comment on my jump tonight was if they were watching me tonight. I minimized the window, my eyes darting around my room. My webcam, that little plastic circle on my monitor, has a tiny green LED that's supposed to be off when it's not in use. It was dark, but then I remembered. I'd recently put a sticker over it. I'd never actually checked if the light still worked under the sticker. A new message notification chimed, a soft ding that made me jump out of my skin. The message was just one sentence. "Please take the sticker off. I like to see your face when you get scared." I didn't scream. I just went completely still. It was like a primal freeze response. With a hand that wouldn't stop shaking, I held down the laptop's power button until the screen went black. I didn't just close it. I unplugged it, wrapped the cord around it, and shoved it deep under my bed. I slept with the lights on that night. The next day, I told my parents everything. We filed a report with the police. They were kind, but they said there was very little they could do. The last time I dared to check, months ago, that account was still active. I never used my old Roblox account again. I got a new laptop, and the first thing I bought was a physical metal webcam cover. But sometimes late at night, I'll catch myself staring at a dark window or a glossy black screen. And I'll wonder, was the act of watching me the entire point? And was that need for an audience ever truly satisfied? Have you ever played a game so much it starts to feel real? What if I told you that for one player it did? This is a story that blurs the line between the virtual world and our own, and it all started on a rainy Tuesday evening. I was curled up in my chair, just unwinding in a Roblox game called Brookhaven. You know, the vibe, driving around, chilling, chatting with other players. The rain in the game was even matching the storm outside my window. I was in my own little world, playing as my regular avatar in a red shirt and jeans. Nothing special. Then, a player named Alex_Helper joined the server. They started following me, which isn't weird in itself. They said stuff like "nice car" and asked if I wanted to roleplay. I was polite, but something felt off. Their movements were too precise, too deliberate. No emotes, no silliness, just cold, calculated actions. That's when the first real chill ran down my spine. Alex_helper typed, "Your room must be cold tonight." My eyes darted to my window. My heater was broken, and I'd told a friend about it earlier, but never in the game chat. How could they know? Then they mentioned my virtual car, comparing it to one they saw parked on Elm Street. Elm Street. That's my street. My fingers hovered over the keyboard. It had to be a crazy coincidence, right? My heart was pounding. I decided to log off. This was getting too weird. As I moved my mouse to the exit button, a private message popped up from them. It said, "Don't go. I like watching you play." A friend request followed instantly. I hit decline and blocked them as fast as I could, but it wasn't over. Within minutes, a new account, Alex_helper2, sent another request. The message attached read, "Your avatar's red shirt is like the one in your closet, the top shelf." I slowly turned my head. My closet door was wide open, and there it was, a red shirt, folded neatly on the top shelf. I slammed my laptop shut. Hands were shaking. But then my phone buzzed. A notification from the Roblox app. Message from Alex_helper3. Rain's letting up. Should check the street. My mind was screaming no, but I couldn't resist. I crept over to my window and peeked through the blinds. Down the road, under a lone street lamp, a figure was standing perfectly still, looking directly at my house. I couldn't see their face, just a dark silhouette against the dying rain. I jumped back from the window, my breath fogging up the cold glass. I immediately told my parents, and they called the police. The officer listened, but said there wasn't much they could do without a direct threat. After that night, all the Alex_helper accounts disappeared. The figure under the street lamp never came back, but the fear never really left. Sometimes, late at night, when I'm playing a game, a brand new account will join the server. They won't have a special avatar or a username. They just stand there, facing my character, saying nothing. I log off immediately every time. My heater is fixed now, but in those moments, I still feel a chill that has nothing to do with the temperature. Thanks for listening, and remember to stay safe, both online and off.